Good morning, everyone. This morning we are going to pick up an economic subject propounded by Dr. Shahs. He has explained how environmental ethic is important in business. If business does not abide by the environmental ethic, then it is going to inflict unsurmountable, tremendous amount of damage to our environment. And we all can understand that our environment is the most fundamental, the most basic amenity, most basic tool of our survival. We cannot survive. If our environment does not survive, we cannot survive. If we are going to annihilate our environment, then we have no other place to go and live. It is environment that actually has sustained human civilization for about 1 billion years. And it will be environment which is going to allow us to survive on this planet as long as we take care of environment and environment is going to take care of us. If we are going to destroy environment within the next 10 years, remember, we have 10 years to live on this planet. It's that simple. And most of the damage inflicted on the environment is actually coming from the businesses. Business houses have been using, abusing, misusing all kinds of natural resources and dumping all kinds of CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, CO2, and all kinds of impurities in our environment, and hence, humans have been paying the price heftily. Environment actually causing all kinds of cancers, all kinds of respiratory problems, all kinds of unknown viruses like COVID, yellow fever, Spanish fever, all kinds of things are actually directly affiliated with the quality of environment. The air we breathe is not breathable anymore. The food we drink is not edible, any food we eat, I should say, is not edible anymore. The water we actually guzzle is not drinkable anymore. So now, what we have been doing on this planet, turning every single thing into cash, into dinero, into moolah, into dollars and pounds. But we don't actually realize that in the process we have been killing, annihilating, decimating our environment forever, for good. And most of us, we have no any kind of concern and believe under the influence of sera. Means that whatever is going to happen is going to happen. No. Whatever is going to happen would be very tremendous to pay the price with our existential civilization, existential manna. We are not going to have anything left if environment is gone, ecology is gone, resources are gone, nature is gone, rivers are polluted, air is polluted, soil is polluted, water is polluted, and everything around is polluted. These polluted things are going to decimate us. We decimate the environment, and definitely environment is going to decimate us. That is what they say in English language, quote unquote. Whatever goes around comes around. Whatever we are going to do with the environment is going to do to us. I have actually chosen 5 points out of such work. Point number 1 is business posing hazard to ecology. Every business is actually culpable to pose hazard to our ecology. Under the environmental ethics, we must seize this. We must relent, we must stop this thing, and our business should be environmental friendly. our economy must be ecological friendly. If our economy is not ecologically friendly, then we are going to destroy ecology. We are definitely going to destroy ecology in the quest of economy. Economy is not what creates ecology, but ecology is the one that creates economy. So if we are going to destroy the fundamental, the base, the foundation, then we are not going to have economy. Meaning, first thing first. And the first thing is ecology. If ecology is wholesome, economy is wholesome. If ecology is strong and robust, then our economy is strong and robust. If our ecology is healthy, our economy will also be healthy. Otherwise, don't anticipate economic development without ecological safety, security, and preservance. Point number 2, safe waste disposal. Excuse me. Waste disposal or waste management has become an universal problem, universal predicament, universal conundrum. We have been creating all over 100,000 MNCs and millions of NCs have been creating huge amount of tremendous and Herculean amount of waste, and we don't know how to dispose it and how to manage it and where to dump it. So what do? We dump it haphazardly. We dump it everywhere. We don't give any kind of thought or consideration where we should dump or where we should not dump. So when we are actually dumping this waste haphazardly, this waste actually turns into carcinogenic waste. It creates different kind of viruses, different kind of carcinogenic substance, and different kinds of threat to our health, our environment, our water, our soil. Every single thing is actually at the mercy of our haphazard disposal or management of waste. We all know that COVID is actually the consequence of very poor waste management in Wuhan. In Wuhan, animal meat market, where bush meat was actually piling up in one corner of the market. 3-4 days, the municipal corporation guys, sanitation department did not come and clean up the bush meat from this corner, and the bush meat started rotting. It started emitting different kind of smell. And when 4 days or 5 days later, sanitation workers came and they tried to remove, they found a different kind of pungent smell. A kind of pungent smell means a kind of weird odor. And they reported to their authority. Authority came over there, took the sample, and they found that there was corona mutation. And the United Nations gave it a name, COVID, corona infectious disease 19. So now this COVID that killed 2 million people, 20 lakh people on this planet, and destroyed 25% of the global economy in the tune of about $30 to $35 trillion. And everything is devastated. Education devastated, health is devastated, economy is devastated, thanks to the lack of waste management. That the Wuhan market did not manage the bush meat, and that is why we all had to suffer, and we have been still suffering from their culpability, their accountability, their negligence, their carelessness, their ignorance, and their apathy. Point number 3, no abuse, overuse, or misuse of national resources. Gandhiji has gorgeously said, inverted commas, poor nations are rich nations. Means those nations which are poor, they don't actually consume the national resources at the rate that the rich nations have been consuming them. America, China, India, they have been all depending upon African natural resources because their natural resources have actually come to the halt. They are at the verge of exhaustion, gone, finished. But those nations which are poor, like Nepal, like Sikkim, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, their natural resources are still intact, absolutely intact. They are flourishing, they are growing. But America, Canada, Europe, India and China, their resources have depleted to the point that their nations don't have even 10% of the resources that they had previously. Point number 4. Prudent use of fossil fuel and carcinogenic substances. Look, we have been using nearly 100 million barrels of petroleum per diem every day. 100 million barrels. Now, this much consumption is a greedy, avaricious, mindless, absolutely mind-boggling, mind-numbing consumption. When you read 100 million barrels a day, two things should come to your mind. That $100 million a day, how long we would have petroleum? And the second, every drop of petroleum emits 27 molecules of CFC. Yes, one drop of petrol, diesel, they emit one drop. They emit not only, but whopping 27 molecules of CFC. Now 100 million barrels a day, when we are burning that much petroleum thing, trillions of or multi-trillions of CFC molecules are emitted every day into our atmosphere. So now, they must find some kind of alternative energy and chuck away that kind of energy which is going to be absolutely monstrous for human civilization in the long run. Not even in the long run, but in the short run. Only from 10 to 20 years or 25 years later, we are going to actually face the consequences. At the time, we're going to realize the consequences are all mind-numbing. At that time, there will be no reverse, there will be no return back, there will be no way that we can actually resolve that problem, that Herculean and a monstrous problem, with whatever the energy or whatever the technology or whatever the education or whatever erudition we are going to have. Every single thing will become futile, redundant, totally useless against 1,000 ppm of CFC. Now, 1,000 ppm of CFC is going to devastate every single thing. And you know how far we are? We are only 300 ppm away from it. Today we are hovering around 700 particles per million ppm of CFC. And when these guys are going to touch 1,000 ppm, then don't expect. Not even gold is going to help us, because gold has already given us the shareable capacity with 10 over 14, but we did not use it. Gold is going to say that I gave you the weapon. I gave you the understanding. I gave you the comprehension, but you never used it. So now don't rush to me. And now you suffer the consequences of your deeds. That is why they say in English language, our deeds decide our destiny. Our deeds decide our destiny. This is our deed that decide our destiny. We smoke, we suffer from cancer. We drink alcohol, we suffer from cirrhosis. If we don't take care of ourselves and eat all kinds of fattening food, we suffer from diabetes and a number of other diseases. God is very, very, very practical. God has said us, hey, ashraful makhlukat. We are ashraful makhlukat according to God. Ashraful makhlukat means God says, I have created you the best on this planet. And now once you are best, means God has given us shareable capacity of 10 over 14. And that capacity can solve all kinds of problems in the world if we apply, only if we apply, given that we apply it properly. Point number 5. Prioritization of environmental concern. Every business in the world, whether micro or macro, whether it's a local, glocal, or global, every business must give priority to environmental concern before launching any kind of product, before launching any kind of chemical, before launching any kind of venture, before launching anything, any kind of product. Business must be very much mindful of environmental concerns. If you are not mindful of environmental concern and you are going to sell every single thing, whatever comes to your mind, and use all kinds of, like, most of the fruit available in the market is washed in LR. LR is a kind of chemical that will give fruit fresh look. Apple will look fresh, so fresh that we would think that they are here from Arunachal Pradesh this morning. But no, these apples are sitting in the warehouse of the fruit sellers for last 1 month. They created all the wrinkles in their peels, and when the businessman is going to soak this apple into LR water, then these apples are going to look absolutely fresh. But American Nobel laureate in chemistry has said 10,000 particles of LR. 10,000 particles of LR can definitely create or trigger carcinoma, means cancer. 10,000 particles of LR can cause cancer in our body. People ask him 10,000 particles means what? It's okay. He answered that if you are going to eat 1 apple a day, the apple which is washed with LR, 1 apple a day for 5 years, you are going to have 10,000 particles of LR, enough to give you carcinoma, malignancy, cancer. Now, this is our business practice. We do not give a damn about to our consumers. What is going to happen? We don't care. We don't give a bit about that. And most of the time, people who suffer from the cancer are suffering from the carelessness, apathy, and ignorance of businessmen. You all know cigarettes, tobaccos, bidis, gutkhas, and all those things can give us cancer. And these things are manufactured by the MNCs, Philip Morris, billions of dollars of the company. They know very precisely that their cigarette is going to cause emphysema, respiratory problem, and eventually cancer. They know it. They know it firsthand. But they never do anything. That is what I'm saying. The businessman never gives a damn about what happens to their consumers. Consumers should be aware, consumers should be alert, consumers should be knowledgeable, consumers should be self-concerned, self-friendly, and self-centric. Adam Smith has said beautifully, quote unquote, businessmen will always attempt to cheat you. Businessmen would always attempt to cheat you. The businessman of his time attempted to cheat. Businessman has been attempting to cheat us since his time, and the businessmen will have been attempting to cheat us until eternity. Only the friend that you have in this world, only the friend you have in the world is you. You are the best friend of yourself. So take care of yourself, and every single thing would be hunky-dory and hallelujah. Never go into the idiotic philosophy of co sera sera, meaning whatever will happen, will happen. No. We can change our destiny. We can alter our destiny. Our destiny is in our hand. So, guys, be careful. God bless everyone on this planet. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.